Welcome to The Explainer. So glad you're joining us today. In just a few short decades, a nation that was once heavily focused on simply securing its basic agricultural foundations actually launched a spacecraft to the dark side of the moon. And honestly, they did all that while building the world's most robust digital public infrastructure at the exact same time. It's wild. Today, we are looking at something truly spectacular: India's innovation engine. We're going to trace the sheer scale of a journey that transformed a country into a bona fide global digital powerhouse. And as we'll uncover from our source material today, the real secret ingredient driving all of this? Well, it isn't just silicon, satellites, or software. It's actually a massive, deeply energetic demographic.
Here's our roadmap for today's explainer. 1. A legacy of innovation. 2. The digital revolution today. 3. Youth, the innovation engine. And 4. Hurdles on the horizon.
Okay, let's dive into this with Section 1, a legacy of innovation. Right after independence, India faced the absolute monumental task of feeding its population. This sparked the Green Revolution in the 1960s to completely secure its agricultural base. But what is truly remarkable about this period is what was happening at the exact same time. While they were busy securing the soil, they were simultaneously looking up to the stars and toward the future of computing. They were laying the groundwork for foundational institutions like ISRO and the IITs. This dual-tracked ambition created a highly unique foundation. It wasn't just a simple step-by-step evolution from farming to deep tech. It was happening in parallel. So by the time the IT revolution hit, transforming cities like Bengaluru into major global centers for software and computer services, the structural blueprint for high-tech scalability was already firmly in place. It's such an inspiring journey, right? Going straight from agricultural survival to literally writing the software that powers the world today.
Let's move to and see how this builds into Section 2, the digital revolution today. Consider the Unified Payments Interface, or UPI. It's not just some convenient digital payment app, it is an absolute economic phenomenon. We are talking about billions of transactions seamlessly executed every single month, which has fundamentally revolutionized the informal economy. Think about it. A street vendor selling chai now operates with the exact same digital fluidity as a massive multinational corporation. There's no cash fumbling, just a quick scan. This isn't merely a tech upgrade, it's a complete democratization of finance. It's integrated hundreds of millions of people into the formal digital economy, seemingly overnight.
And this brilliantly illustrates the exact same scale of ambition that extends all the way up to things like the Chandrayaan-3 moon landing. Think about the narrative thread connecting these initiatives for a second. The sheer audacity required to successfully land a rover on the lunar South Pole perfectly mirrors the aggressive ambition driving structural efforts like the Digital India program and the Startup India initiative. It's an ecosystem that doesn't just, celebrate consuming technology, but actively pushes for audacious creation. Whether it's conquering deep space or launching a disruptive new fintech startup, the underlying cultural mandate is exactly the same: innovate at a global scale.
Which brings us right to Section 3, Youth, the innovation engine.
India's young people aren't just participating in this digital economy, they are the literal engine building the whole shebang. With over half the population under the age of 25, half, this demographic represents one of the largest youth workforces in the entire world. They are highly energetic, they are digitally native, and they're culturally wired to embrace calculated risk. By creating startups and developing apps to solve really complex, real-world problems, they're stepping up as aggressive young entrepreneurs. And their impact? It's exponential. Every successful tech venture doesn't just create wealth, it generates vital employment, creating this cascading wave of economic growth across secondary and tertiary markets nationwide.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that the ambition doesn't stop at pure economics. On one side of the equation, we definitely have tech aggressively driving the economy through the business growth and job creation we just talked about. But equally important is the parallel movement happening in social development. This exact same youth demographic is weaponizing digital tools to build a better, more equitable society. They're using decentralized networks and social platforms that actively advocate for better public education, environmental sustainability, and fundamental social equality. It is a really powerful dual-engine approach to innovation. They are coding for rapid economic profit, but they are networking for long-term societal purpose.
Now for a necessary reality check. Section 4. Hurdles on the horizon.
A transformation of this sheer magnitude inevitably faces friction. To really grasp this impartially, we have to look past the major tech hubs and acknowledge the stark reality of the infrastructure gaps that definitely still exist. For millions of people, access to proper education and high-tier job opportunities remains severely restricted. Furthermore, missing internet connectivity and a lack of modern facilities in certain rural expanses act as a massive bottleneck. In a fundamentally digital-first economy, lacking consistent internet access doesn't just mean your YouTube video buffers, it means you are completely locked out of the modern economic system entirely.
So the crucial point is that to secure its upward trajectory, the focus has to shift heavily toward human capital. If this massive youth demographic is the engine of innovation, then modernized education, intensive skill training, and vastly expanded research opportunities are the absolute non-negotiable fuel required to keep it running. Actively closing these critical infrastructure gaps is exactly what will prevent the digital divide from widening, ensuring that the innovation engine doesn't just stall out before reaching its full potential.
Which leads us to a crucial final thought. Will India's youth overcome these systemic hurdles to build the ultimate digital future? The momentum we've explored today is undeniably historical, but the roadblocks, well, they're equally formidable. With the right cultivation of their potential, they absolutely have the power to entirely redefine what a modern digital-first superpower looks like. It's a complex, high-stakes journey, and one that is actively writing the very next chapter of global technology right before our eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep asking questions and keep learning.